Hey everybody out there, and welcome to PhotoMax 24. We are just wrapping up our Friday pre-con. Man, today has just been absolutely spectacular. We had a great attendance for the pre-con, and for me as an educator, it's nice to share the info. It's nice to be able to, present and show all of the techniques that I've learned. But tonight, from 7 to 8. They had a shootout, and so we had 3 stations set up throughout the hotel. The group was broken down into 3 different teams, and the goal was to present 3 images for a quick judging to see what group was the winner for a contest. And then, of course, the winning team got a prize from the PPofMi board in the group, which is an incredible group. I've heard about them, and I've become a member just recently, everybody. But this weekend has been a really eye-opener to how passionate this group of people really is about community and about photography. They have just given me the warmest, most hospitable welcome. Tori and I have just had an amazing experience, people bending over backwards for us, but also not the joyful hospitality, but also the love and the passion for photography. And everybody's at their own skill level. Everybody has their own goals in their own journey that they want to take. And this weekend so far, even just kicking off this first day, I've seen people in all categories of their photography journey. We have people that are just seasoned film, digital photographers that we had dinner last night, and I talked to Adam from the board. And this guy's been shooting film. Shooting since the 80s. He's been shooting film. He shot film for years, and he switched over to digital. He's a high-volume school in sports photographer. So it was great to be able to come and be educated as well as educating others. So this conference, guys, is filled with just love. It's filled with happiness. It's filled with everybody just enjoying each other's company. It's not competitive. I've not got the vibe from anybody that it's about them or they want their pictures or anything like that. Today has just been spectacular. So if you have the weekend open and you're not doing anything that you're fully committed to, I highly, highly, highly recommend coming down to Troy. It's in the Detroit area, I think it's north of Detroit a little bit. Get down here, spend tomorrow, spend Sunday, spend the weekend in this group, with this group. Think about becoming a member of the Professional Photographers of Michigan. Again, as a photographer, I was a little questionable. I've been a photographer in Michigan for years. I've known about the PPofM for many years and really overlooked the value that it could bring to my life, in my career, and my photography. And I tell you what, guys, this experience that I've had with PhotoMax, working with Deb, working with Adam, working with Chris, working with Pam, working with Amanda, Shauna. I could keep going on and on and on about the wonderful people that I've met. But these guys are all putting their heart and their soul into this community called the Professional Photographers of Michigan. It is not necessarily a PPA group. I don't even think they're necessarily having a full affiliation. However, all of the events, all of the workshops, all of the things that happen through PPofM are meritable, and you can get credit towards any PPA educational or personal photography goals that you have. So definitely, guys, I really highly recommend checking out the PPofM online. So it's PPofMi for Michigan, PPofMi.com. Hop on, and again, if you guys are not doing anything this weekend and you're looking for something really fun to do and you're a photographer, this is going to be the place to be. We have some other conventions going around the country this weekend. We have Sync out in Orlando. We know we have some Michigan photographers down there. I know Amber Henry's teaching, so shout outs to her and the Geekoto team repping down there in the Sunshine State. But if you're in Michigan and you're stuck here in the cold and the gray, this is the hot spot. This is where you need to be. So come see us tomorrow in Troy, right here at the Somerset Inn. Beautiful hotel. I had never heard of it before and was excited when I walked in the door. Great staff, great facility. And again, lots of just amazing people to meet, network, and create with here this weekend. We do have some guests that are going to be joining the show. They're going to be coming here in just a minute. So I'm going to take a second just to give you guys a shout out in our group and just let you guys know that we are one of the fastest growing photography educational groups in the state of Michigan. Other photography groups are kind of slowing down. We are ramping it up. So we just want to say thank you so much for being a part of the community. But if you're watching this video, the one thing that I would love, and I'm going to ask, and I'm going to really, really push this, is I would love to see more interaction from all of you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts. Share your photos. Let's collab in the sense that we are here as a community to learn from each other. I'm going to learn from you, just like you would learn from me, just like I learned from Amber or Jason or any of our guests that we have on our podcast, any of the photographers that I'll go to their workshops and I follow and listen to. That's what this group is, guys. But without your input, we're missing out on an educational opportunity to learn from you. So I know it's kind of a lot going on in the Facebook world. I know it's not something that's at the top of the priority list for many of you guys. But I would love to see more of our members. And we're pushing the 1,800 mark. We got our 1-year anniversary, guys, coming up. This is I think it's in two or 3 weeks. And we are pushing the 1,800 members. So I would love to see 1,800 members before our 1-year anniversary. But I don't care if we had 1,800. I don't care if we had 18,000. What I really, really do care about and really want to see from you and all of our members is what's going on. What are you doing behind the camera? What photos are you taking? What classes are you taking? What videos did you watch? If you watched a podcast that was really educational, really helpful, don't forget to share it with our community, guys, because we have a ton of hungry photographers that are just starving to learn. And everybody has something to share. I don't care how long you've been a photographer, whether you're just starting, whether you've been shooting for 30, 40, 50 years, it doesn't matter. You have something to share with another photographer. And I think what I really want this community to be is not just a lot of members. I would rather have 50 members that were engaged than 1,800 members that I didn't see. So a lot of our members were here today, and I had a chance to connect with them, and I had a chance to give them an earful of letting them know how important it is to not just me as the group admin or the group creator, but how important it is to our members to make sure that they're having the best educational opportunity and best support group that they can have. And we can bring the world's best photographers from around the world to our podcast. We can bring you workshop after workshop, but on the other hand, they're still missing out on valuable information that they can get from you. So please, let's ramp up that content. Let's ramp up those posts. Let's ramp up those comments. Like some posts or not like the posts. Comment. Do some CC, because I tell you, that's one thing that I'll always stand up for. If you want your photos to get better, the one thing that you really have to understand is how to take that constructive criticism. It can be hard to do. I get you, especially on an image that you are super proud of. You're super happy. You're excited, and you put it out there in the world, and then there's some jerk online, cutting you down. The one thing that we won't stand for is anything negative that's not productive. So if you want to help, or if you share something and somebody posts something that's constructive, that's what the constructive criticism is supposed to be. If it's constructive, it's going to help you, it's going to make you better, and there's something that you can take your initial thoughts away and stop and listen to what that person's saying. And if you find some value in that, really take it to heart, because I think a lot of times, sometimes we overlook that initial constructive criticism, and we may take it a little offensive. I see this online all the time. Someone says something, and it's even happened to me where I've said something in a very polite, cordial way, but all I'm really doing, or a lot of times a lot of people are just really trying to help you grow as a photographer. So when you think about that constructive criticism, take that to heart and give it a chance to help you grow as a photographer. But you can't grow as a photographer if you're not sharing, if you're not getting those critiques, if you're not asking people, and not just anybody, because a lot of people are just going to tell you your photos are amazing, and they look, oh my God, I love them, I'm obsessed. No, I want the hard shit. I want the real business. I want to know what I can do to make this image better. So if somebody says, oh yeah, the image sucks, then that guy can take a flying leap. But if somebody gives you an honest answer, really have an open heart and an open mind to be able to take that constructive criticism to heart to help you grow as a photographer. So I tell you what, I was hoping to have Chris join us. Yeah, let's go ahead and take just a quick pause. Hang tight. We'll be right back.